All right, good afternoon, friends. I know you just finished watching the video about how fish get the air like we need air as well. So we are still talking about animals and people, and today what we're going to talk about is how we get the water and the air that we need to survive. We know we need water and air to survive. Today we're going to talk about how we get that air and water in order to survive. So I hope you liked the video. I watched it and I thought it was a really good explanation, because the biggest thing that we need is we need that oxygen. But people and animals take in oxygen, well, I should say people and some animals take oxygen in one way, and other animals take oxygen in a different way. And it's very important because we both need that oxygen in order to survive. We need that air in order to survive, okay? So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to open up to page 98 in your science workbooks, okay? Page 98, okay? We're going to do a quick little thing on water. Just a quick little thing, because the video, I think, explained everything very well. But what I want to do is I want to talk about on this page. So let's take a look at the three animals up at the top, okay? And if I'm looking, okay, let's take a look at that elephant, the elephant at the top of the page, okay? How does that elephant get water? Okay, they use their trunk, right, to lap up that water, right? So they have a body part that helps them get water. How about the pelican? How does the pelican get water? It's using its beak to get the water, right? And let's take a look at the last one. That is, and Mrs. Rooney's trying to see it, that looks like a yak almost, like we talked about last week. And how are they getting water? Probably like a cow or something with their tongue, right? That looks like how they're getting theirs, okay? All right. So they use different body parts to get the water, but what is the same about them? They have different body parts that they use, but what is the same? They all need to get that water, right? They all need that water to survive, okay? And we also know that they need air to survive. They need it as a pattern, air and water, right? Okay, so that water is really important. And so it doesn't matter how they take that water in, they still need to drink that water, right? They might use their trunk, they might use a beak, or they might use their mouth, okay? Different ways to get water in. All right, now, do we all need the same amount of water every day? We need different amounts of water. So let's take a look down at the bottom. And here is, oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back up to the top again, and I just forgot. All right, so which animal did we say uses its beak to get water? Very good. The pelican does. So let's go ahead and circle that, okay? We'll talk about that body part that uses its beak to get the water. Now let's take a look down at the bottom, okay? We have a puppy dog and we have a little parakeet, okay? And next to both of them, they have a measuring cup, which we use like when we're baking or cooking to fill and say, I need this much of this, I need this much milk, I need this much oil, I need this much water. Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to look at those measuring cups for the puppy dog and for that parakeet. And we're going to compare how much water they need. So if you look in both of those measuring cups, okay, so they're saying next to this dog that he needs this much water to drink during the day. And if I look at the parakeet, it says it needs this much water. Are they the same amount of water? They're not. They're different amounts of water. Why do you think they'd be different amounts of water? Because they're different sizes, right? The dog is much bigger. So, who in your house would need more water? Your mom and dad or you? Very good. Mom and dad would need to drink more water during the day than you, because you are a different size than them. So not everybody has to drink the same amount of water each day. You need to drink the amount of water that is right for your size. Very good. All right, and we're not all the same size, so we have different needs, okay? All right, let's take a look. which one of these animals do you think needs to drink more water each day? Very good. The dog does, okay? All right. So let's draw a line under the animal that needs to drink more water each day. Very good. So we would draw a line under the dog. Very good. All right. Now we're going to get to the other side. Okay? The video we saw. All right. So we talked about how important it is that we get air over and over again in a regular pattern because we need that air. In the video, they talked about what are the two different ways animals and people, well, more animals because people get it through our lungs, right? We don't have the other ones. What are the two ways that animals get air that they need over and over again? Very good. There are two different ways. One way is through those gills. Remember those lines that they said? And the water comes in through and they're able to take the oxygen out of that water because that is what we need for the air for us to breathe. Our lungs need that oxygen. So they get it from the water, the oxygen in the water, and they take it in through those gills. Remember they showed you those lines on the video? They take it in through their gills. So an animal like a shark takes the air in through their gills and gets the oxygen that they need in order to breathe through their gills. The other way they talked about was through the lungs. Well, who has lungs? We do. So we are similar to dogs in that, or I should say dogs are similar to us in that we have lungs. And remember the picture they showed of the lungs? They look like two big balloons and we take a deep breath, they fill up with air. That's how we get oxygen. We breathe it in from the air and then we take that oxygen for our lungs so that we're able to breathe. So the two different ways that animals get the air that they need is some animals get it through their gills, like the fish and the shark, and they showed you some other animals in the video. And other animals like cows and dogs and sheep and cats use their lungs like we do. So there are two ways that animals can get that air, either through gills or through their lungs, okay? All right, now, so let's take a look at our two animals here. We have a dog and we have a shark. Which animal uses its gills to get the air it needs to breathe? Does the dog use gills? Does the shark use gills? Yes, it does. So we're going to go ahead and circle the shark. Very good, okay? Which body part does the fish use? It uses its gills, right? So let's go ahead and circle those gills right there. They use those gills. All right. Which animal uses its lungs to get the air that it needs to breathe? Very good. The dog does. Let's draw a line under the dog. What part of the dog's body does it use to get the air that it needs to breathe? It uses its lungs. Very good. All right, my friends. Excellent job. Now you understand that animals can take the air that they need in one of two ways. They either use lungs, which is similar to us, so dogs, cats, other animals that you see, cows, take it in through their lungs like us. Other animals like fish, like sharks, and those animals that live in the water, take it in through those gills, those lines on the side of them, and that's how the oxygen gets into their body so that they're able to breathe as well. All right, my friends, excellent job on lungs and gills today, and have a great day.